Welcome to the second season of InSide NDU podcast, an exclusive look into what happens at NDU behind the scenes. I'm Fadi Bustani, your host. Be sure to tune in to hear our faculty, staff, students, and alumni to tell you all you need to know about our beloved campuses and community. Throughout the previous season, we all had the chance to witness firsthand what NDU really is about, which can simply be summarized as striving for excellence. Let us stop at the word excellence for a bit. Those who have really experienced this word know that it is far beyond the 10 letters that shape it. It is a path, it is a journey in what has been a turbulent world. Nevertheless, the scars of the current crisis won't be able to outshine the many medals NDU has deservedly earned. In this episode, we, as students, will pay testament to what the accreditations are and how they impact our journey here at NDU. 1999 has officially been the year in which NDU, through its Faculty of Humanities and BA in Advertising and Marketing, received its first International Advertising Association IAA Accreditation. Being the only university holding this accreditation in Lebanon, NDU's commitment towards it is unwavering, as it celebrates more than 2 decades since it first received it. Now joining us is Ralph Dagher, Advertising and Marketing student and the president of the IAA Club here at NDU. Welcome, Ralph.
Thank you.
So as a prestigious accreditation granted to select universities, how did the university's IAA accreditation impact your decision to attend?
As you said earlier, that NDU is the only university here at Lebanon that is accredited by the IAA. So this is what narrowed down my decision of choosing NDU.
And considering that the IAA accreditation is awarded to institutions displaying the highest standards of education, how does the university's accreditation affect your confidence in the value of your degree?
Talking about the value of my degree, when you graduate from NDU, you receive 2 degrees. The first certificate is from NDU, basically, in your major, which is Advertising and Marketing. And the second certificate is the IAA Completion Certificate, which you receive directly from New York, from the headquarters of the IAA. So this grants you many opportunities, not only locally, but globally, with multinational companies. And when you graduate, you get listed on the IAA website, the global website. So this is something very important to mark on.
Definitely. Ralph, the accreditation process heavily relies on constant efforts from students and faculty members alike. And what role do you think student feedback plays in the accreditation process?
Students here at NDU must meet the expectations of the doctors and the professors with the content that is given to them, because you're talking about a very high load of content. We already have doctors that are in the field with very high experience, and they combine theoretical and practical aspects.
I'm moving now, Ralph, to a more general/macro question. What does the IAA accreditation signify for an educational institution?
Basically, it offers us many international opportunities. And in NDU in 2016, went to Dubai to participate in the 24-hour pitch, which was the Dubai Apprentice, and NDU won the first prize, which marks a very important high standard for the university.
That's very important. It is well known that the university is utterly committed to students' well-being and hopefully success. How does IAA accreditation benefit students and their educational experience?
Here at NDU, the program is always up to date. We take courses like digital advertising, consumer activation, and also in the senior, as in our final year project, which is the senior project, we pitch our project in front of the IAA jury in Lebanon, which is very important for students that will be pitching ideas and will go on in the field in their future.
Thank you so much, Ralph, for your contribution. Your information has really opened our eyes on IAA and its many, many benefits. Thank you.
You're the most welcome.
It is widely known that a toddler's first steps are his hardest. Having been one of the first major faculty accreditations at NDU, ABET, the Accreditation Board for Engineering and Technology, has offered new horizons for the Faculty of Engineering and our computer science program, and has been the blueprint ever since. Now joining us is Peter Moaikel, a mechanical engineering student here at NDU. Peter, welcome, and thank you for being here with us.
Thank you, Fadi.
Okay, so the NDU has received the ABET accreditation for its undergraduate programs in civil, computer, communication, electrical, and mechanical engineering since October 2013, and it re-accredited based on the 2021-2022 accreditation cycle. How familiar are you with the ABET accreditation and its significance for our Faculty of Engineering?
Well, being an engineering student for almost 4 years here at NDU, I've been hearing about the accreditation for a long time, and I've been hearing about its significance to us and how important to us in the future after we graduate. And I know that almost all the professors we have as faculty members, they've all been working so hard to make sure that our curriculum and the way they teach us applies or comes within the expectations of the ABET accreditation. And in addition to that, I've also noticed that all the labs we have always been updated, and the security levels in them has always been made sure that it's up to the level of ABET accreditation to make sure that we keep that accreditation in our university.
Peter, what do you think are the benefits of being enrolled in an ABET accredited program?
Well, mainly I think there are two main benefits for this. Well, first of all, there's a benefit for us as students that are still learning at NDU. Having an ABET accreditation, we always have professors always making sure that they give us the best they can. We always have curriculums that are up to date in all the fields and all the courses I'm taking, at least I know in my mechanical engineering major. And in addition to that, as I mentioned before, we always have also labs that are up to date, always getting new technology, new machines that we can use that are up to date with the newest technologies. And the second part of it is its importance to us after we graduate. For me personally, now I'm about to graduate now this semester, and I'm applying for graduate studies. And during my applications, it's been important to me, especially at the level of scholarships. You find a lot of scholarships that ask whether you are graduating from an accredited program, but also if you're going to an ABET accredited school. So yeah, I've been noticing the importance of the ABET accreditation quite a lot.
And we wish you the best of luck, Peter, in all of your future plans as well.
Thank you.
Moving on, as one of the very few ABET accredited universities in Lebanon, in what ways do you believe the ABET accreditation sets our engineering programs apart from those that may not be accredited?
Well, as I mentioned before, since we have an ABET accredited program, always professors and faculty members always give us the new technologies and always new programs, new curriculums, which I think it's one of the main things that might differentiate us with other non-ABET accredited programs. Because I've been talking sometimes with friends from other universities and colleagues from other universities, and some of them may not have taken some concepts or some like the new software that I've been taking, and probably that's part of the ABET accreditation that we have at NDU.
Based on your opinion, have you noticed any specific ways in which ABET accreditation has influenced the quality of education within our engineering programs?
Yes, in terms of quality, yes, I have. The faculty members, all of them always make sure to give us the best they can. In case we have any old information in our curriculum, they always make sure to update it. Even our projects, they all make sure to search for projects related to new topics in engineering and then non-engineering sometimes, depending on the classes. But yeah, in terms of quality, yes, almost all students notice that the ABET accreditation helps a lot with the quality of studies we're having.
So the ABET accreditation ensures that programs adhere to standards aimed at preparing graduates for entry into important technical fields and for addressing public safety needs. How has the university's ABET accreditation influenced your career prospects and job opportunities?
Well, as you said, the accreditation makes sure that we are all prepared for the field of work, whether it's through giving us the necessary theoretical requirements or through giving us the required experimental expertise with all the new technologies. So I think once the students are graduating from this program, we have all the necessary skills and all the necessary requirements to get at least an entry-level job in the field of work that we want, thanks to the preparations we've got through this program.
Peter, thank you so much. We've learned a lot from your information.
Thank you for having me.
Joining us now to discuss the ABET accreditation, but from a computer science point of view, is computer science student Fadi Mukarzil. Fadi, welcome to this podcast.
Thank you for having me, Fadi.
Yeah. Okay, so based on your opinion, as one of the very few ABET accredited universities in Lebanon, in what ways do you believe the ABET accreditation sets our computer science program apart from others that may not actually be accredited?
Well, an accredited program, especially at NDU, it means that they continually update the program to satisfy the trends in the market. How? If there's something that's happening right now in the market, such as AI, right? AI, you have to learn it from now, or you will not understand it later on. If you went to a program that's not accredited by ABET, there's a big chance that you'll be missing up on big things.
Fadi, moving to a question that is always in everyone's mind. How do you think the CS program, which is ABET accredited, as we mentioned, may influence your career prospects and job opportunities at graduation?
Good point. If you don't mind, can I talk about like some of my experiences?
Go ahead.
I'm currently applying for internships. However, I'm already accepted into 3 internships almost immediately. And one of the CEOs contacted me personally and told me that I have a guaranteed spot this summer. And that's when I applied late. So that just talks a lot about the accreditation. The ABET accreditation, like how can I put this in a perspective that you may understand? It's like a passport. When you buy this passport, or when you get a passport of a first world country, you have access to visa-free countries, right?
Yeah.
So essentially, the ABET accreditation is like that passport. It's an immediate visa access to companies, to institutions, and not only that, I'm sure also if you want to do a master's program, it's a good thing to have.
That's very well said. Having joined the computer science program here at NDU, would you recommend this major to prospective students who may think about going and doing it?
Here at NDU?
Yeah.
Oh, I always recommend coming to NDU for computer science. Let me actually talk about something that happened to me in the past. When I was applying for universities, there was like this international fair that came to Lebanon. And this fair had companies, from outside, foreign companies, foreign educational institutions, and they all recommended me to come to NDU, especially for computer science. And I kept asking them why. Why always NDU? Why does everybody keep on telling me NDU, 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 NDU? Every single representative told me ABET, ABET. I'm like, really? What is ABET? I was so oblivious back then. I had no idea. Like, as a high school student, you don't really know what is ABET, what is other accreditation systems are. So I did a bit of research, and turns out ABET is the American Board of Engineering and Technology, right? So like basically, when I first learned about that, I immediately applied for NDU, immediately. And because they don't just hand out accreditations left and right. When you earn this accreditation, it means that the institution that you are applying to has the standards, the highest of standards, and are providing the highest quality to its students.
That's 100% true. Fadi, thank you so much for your insights. You just gave us a lot of important information concerning ABET, concerning your personal experience and insight. I'm sure that many will benefit. Thank you so much.
Honestly, like this is considered really little from me. NDU has given me so much opportunities, and I love the professors here. Every time I needed something, they're always on standby. Thank you for having me, and this is a great institution.
I second that. Moving on, it is no secret that the NDU International Film Festival is one of the most anticipated yearly artistic events nationwide. And behind this astounding success is the very talented Division of Audiovisual Arts, also known as DAVA, which has received also the prestigious Select membership. Here to discuss Select is alumnus Andrew Dawaf, who majored in communication arts with an emphasis in writing and directing. Hello, Andrew, and welcome to our podcast.
Thank you.
So the Select membership is highly committed to developing and promoting the highest standards of education, research, and training for film, television, and media. How do you think the Select membership impacts your future career prospects in the radio and television industry?
Firstly, let me start by the beginning of my journey at NDU. I'm a person who's in love with cinema. It's what I was born to do, to direct films and to write films. So I joined NDU and I had no plans whatsoever about how things were going to go or where I'm going to go with my career, what I'm going to do, what I'm going to study exactly. I didn't have really a clear vision, but I trusted the NDU process, and I'm glad that I did now because 2 years after my enrollment, I made a lot of projects, a lot of short films, which my teachers really liked. So I was then selected to represent NDU at Film Academy in Germany, which is one of the top schools in Europe. And I went there for an exchange semester for 6 months, and it was one of a kind experience, a life-changing experience. I met a lot of people, eye-opening things related to cinema and to this vast domain. So I came back with a lot of baggage, a lot of information, a lot of things that I learned and that are with me till today. I made a lot of connections that are now part of my career, a main part of my career. So this alone can be a very clear example of how this opportunity can change one's career in cinema.
That's perfectly epic.
Thank you.
Andrew, just a personal question. It's widely known that in this country, your major and your field isn't the most favored field among our society and parents, and we all know the whole thing.
Yeah.
So how do you feel NDU has bridged and was able to break the stereotype about the film industry?
In my personal opinion, NDU is very down to earth when it comes to these things. We learned that cinema is not for everyone, and just like medicine is not for everyone, just like architecture is not for everyone, cinema is also not for everyone. But at the end of the day, people want to watch films, and people are watching films and are enjoying Lebanese series and talking about it all day. So we are the ones making these things happen, directors and
100%.
and filmmakers and producers and writers and actors. And I think that alone is something to show people that cinema is not really what the stereotypes say, because it's really tiring at the end of the day to keep hearing these things, whereas we filmmakers and directors have to at some point know a bit of everything to make a film. It's really difficult. I cannot make a film if I don't know what I'm doing. So it's not an easy task, but it's a big pleasure to see your work and your vision at the end of the day on a big screen in a festival. So
An amazing response. Moving on, Andrew, the Select membership was awarded in recognition of NDU's exceptional audiovisual programs. In what ways do you believe the Select membership distinguishes our program from others that may not necessarily have the Select membership?
Well, I think the bond that NDU and Film Academy, and I'm talking about Film Academy because this was my personal experience, so I don't really know about the rest. But I think it's really special because of this tie with such a strong school in Europe, and to exemplify, students at Film Academy have been to the Oscars officially with their films, have been to all kinds of festivals worldwide, Cannes, Berlinale, Sundance, Clermont-Ferrand, won a lot of awards. They actually even take part of Marvel films at some point. So it's a really prestigious university in this domain, and I think and you having such a strong tie with the school and sending their students with an agreement, and they know that when an NDU student is coming to Film Academy, we're like in good hands. This is what I heard when I went. I think that's really cool.
From an alumnus perspective, what would you advise current students who are studying radio TV about their future? What should they expect post-graduation?
In my personal opinion, in cinema you learn by practice and by filming and by making mistakes and making bad films and bad projects and films that fail until you reach a point where you start learning from your mistakes, you start doing better, and then you'll have these kinds of opportunities. And when you do take them, of course, because in our domain, a small misconception where people think that all the paths of people are the same and we all have to go through the same things to get to where we are, whereas in reality every person should find their own place, and it is difficult to find your own place, but once you do, I think you're gonna be really comfortable. So there is no really one advice, because we're in such a vast domain of endless possibilities and endless options. It is really scary, but the one thing that will make you calmer and on a steady path is to practice and make mistakes.
Andrew, thank you so much for your insight. And I'd just like to mention that we graduated from the same school, so it was a personal pleasure for me to interview you, Andrew.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. NDU is very proud of all its accreditations, especially the latest one, the AACSB, which has defied all expectations and elevated NDU and the Faculty of Business Administration and Economics to unthinkable heights. Having been earned in October 2022 through the enormous effort of the Dean, Professor Vivian Aime, faculty staff, and students alike, it has elevated NDU's FBAE, which now sits confidently among the top 5% of business schools worldwide. Here to discuss the tremendous effort behind this milestone is my friend, Noor Salim, who is majoring in economics here at NDU. Noor, welcome to this podcast.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Of course, it's always an honor. Noor, let us start with the obvious. Lebanon has 45 different business schools. and only 2 or 3 of them have the AACSB accreditation. What do you think makes NDU so special in order to have joined a group of such elite business schools?
Well, as you said, as you just mentioned, being recognized as one of the top 5% universities out there, especially business schools, it's not an easy thing to do. It's very hard to do, and you have to adhere to a certain standard of excellence. And I believe that NDU, with all its human resources, especially from faculty members and staff, have really elevated the quality of the program to a whole new level. So I personally believe that with the cutting-edge research published regularly in international journals by the faculty members and the effort of the students in the very rigorously competitive programs have been a combination that has elevated NDU to this success. And can I also just mention that NDU offers the lowest tuition fees among AACSB accredited universities in Lebanon. And NDU basically is ensuring accessibility for quality business education for everyone who seeks it. So I believe all of this makes NDU stand out as one of a kind.
100%, Noor. It's well known that AACSB is the golden standard for business accreditation, not only here in Lebanon, but worldwide. But the FBAE has also been able to earn other accreditations as well. Can you please go through them?
Yes, so other than AACSB and NACHE, of course, which is the institutional accreditation for all of NDU, accounting programs and finance programs both have what is called the ACA accreditation, and something that we're very proud of at NDU for being FAE students is that NDU has the highest number of exemptions with the ACCA or ACA, and I'm happy to share that recently we have earned a certificate of excellence from ABET for our program, which is BS in economics, which we're both enrolled in. I'm sure we're very proud of.
Of course, we're definitely proud of our faculty and for everything that's being done. One of the main benefits of AACSB is the chance to have membership in the prestigious Beta Gamma Sigma chapter. Can you please highlight some of the benefits that may come with such a membership?
Yes, Beta Gamma Sigma is the International Honor Society for business students and professionals, and it is associated with AACSB. So in a way, it kind of selects the crème de la crème. So it selects the best in business, whether in professionals or students, and for NDU, it selects like the top 10% of the faculty. And this is something very important. It makes you a part of this global network of elites, of this elite of business professionals, business students worldwide who are changing the world in so many ways. And there's also pretty cool benefits that are professional and also educational, such as scholarships for graduate and postgraduate programs, and a lot of other perks that come with a lifetime membership in Beta Gamma Sigma.
Absolutely. What's nice about accreditations, and I think that this was mentioned before throughout this podcast by Fadi, is that they often act as a golden stamp on the student's passport, helping him or her to whatever destination, whatever dream he or she may have. What kind of paths has the AACSB accreditation opened to business students here at NDU?
You're definitely right. It is definitely life-changing. In a way, it acts as a passport to a world of endless opportunities, whether career-wise or academically. And if I may share from personal experience, I've recently been accepted for a master's program in Imperial College London, which is very huge. It's one of the top 10 of business schools or universities worldwide. So this achievement was definitely given a push by the program that I'm enrolled in at NDU, being AACSB accredited, and also my Beta Gamma Sigma membership. As as you just mentioned, it acts as a stamp of excellence on your application. So it definitely, in a way, elevates you to this vast world of opportunities.
Noor, we congratulate you on your acceptance to Imperial College London. We wish you all the best. Thank you for your time and for your information. It was a pleasure having you.
Thank you so much, and best of luck.
Thank you. Again, our university stands as a rare outsider in an increasingly hostile world. As students and faculty alike, we should equally be proud and comforted by the fact that our institution is truly on the path of excellence. As always, thanks for tuning into our podcast. Be sure to follow us on social media and subscribe to our channel to be notified when a new episode of InSide NDU comes out. Thank you so much.